post-production of Measure for Measure. We have 2 rules. Firstly, no flash photography during the show, as it is disrespectful to our actors. There will be a recorded version after the show if you wish to see our lovely faces again. 2, laugh, cry, do anything your heart desires, but please, do something. Us actors don't get paid, so your love is all we have. Our directors have worked hard to make this worth your time. Much like Shakespeare's theater company, this is a passion project for little to no profit. However, if you're feeling extra kind, we're holding a fundraiser so that we may continue to engage in shenanigans for many years to come, and you can find it outside of the theater. And finally, the show is fully student-directed, organized, and produced. It took a lot of love, time, and thought to create, and we hope you leave here with something new to think about. With that being said, I hope you enjoy Measure for Measure.
My lord.
There is our commission, from which we would not have your walk. Call hither, I say, bid come before us, Angela. What figure of us think you will bear?
If any in Vienna be of worth to uphold such ample grace and honor, it is Lord Angelo.
Look where he comes!
Always obedient to your grace's will. I come to know your pleasure.
Hold therefore, Angelo, in our remove be thou at full ourself. Mortality and mercy in Vienna live in thy tongue and heart. Old Aeschylus, though first in question, is thy secondary. Take thy commission.
Now, good my lord, let there be some more tests made of my metal before so great and so noble a figure be stamped upon it.
No more evasion. We have, with a leavened and prepared choice, proceeded to you. Therefore, take yours. Our haste from hence is of so quick condition that it prefers itself and leaves unquestioned matters of needful value. Give me your hand, I'll privily away. I love the people, but do not like to stage me to their eyes. Though it do well, I do not relish well their loud applause and knaves vehement, nor do I think the man of safe discretion that does offend. Once more, farewell.
The heavens give safety to your purposes.
Be forth and bring you back in happiness.
I thank you. Farewell.
I'll wait upon your honor.
but scraped one out of the table.
Those shall not steal.
I that he raised, I think I never lost where grace was said.
No, it doesn't answer.
What? Meter?
In any proportion or in any language.
I think. Or in religion.
Why not? Grace is grace, despite all the controversy. As, for example, thou thyself art a wicked villain, despite all of grace.
Well, there went but a pair of shears between us.
I grant as there may between the list and the velvet. Thou art the list.
Thou art the velvet. Thou art good velvet. Thou art three-piled piece. Oh, aren't thee? I believe the list of an English Kershey as we piled, as thou art piled for a French velvet. Do I speak feelingly now?
I think thou dost, and indeed with most painful feeling of thy speech. I will, out of thine own confession, learn to be in thy help, but whilst I live, forget to drink after thee.
I think I've done myself wrong, have I not?
Yes, thou hast, but thou art only.
Behold, behold, where matter of litigation comes. I have heard as many diseases under her roof as come to
What, everything?
judge.
$3,000.
Aye, more.
A French crown war.
Thou art always figuring diseases in me, but thou art full of error. Am I sound?
Nay, not as one would say healthy, but so sound as things that are hollow. Thy bones are hollow. Impiety has made a feast of thee.
How now, which of your hips is the most profound sciatica?
What? There's one yonder arrested and carried to prison for 5,000 of you all. Is that a prison?
Marry, sir, that's Claudio, Signora Claudio.
Claudio in prison? 'Tis not so.
Nay, but I noticed so. I saw him arrested, some carried away, and, which is more, within these 3 days, his head to be chopped off.
But after all of this fooling, I would not have it so. Are thou sure of this?
I am too sure of it. It is for getting Madame Juliet with child.
Believe me, this may be. He promised me 2 hours since, and he's ever precise in his promise keeping. Away, let's go learn the truth of it.
Come now, what's the news of you?
Yonder man is carried to prison.
Well, what has he done?
A woman.
But what's his offense?
Groping for trouts in a peculiar river.
Is there a maid with child by him?
No, but there is a woman made by him. You haven't heard the proclamation, have you?
What proclamation, man?
All houses in the suburbs are to be torched down.
And what shall become of those in the city?
They shall go down too, but they stand for seed. But that a wise burger was put in for them.
But shall all of our houses of resort in the suburb be pulled down?
To the ground, mistress.
Why, there's a change indeed in the Commonwealth. What shall become of me?
Come, fear not you. Though you change your trade, you need not change your place. I will be your tapster still. Courage.
What's to do here, Thomas Tapster? Let's withdraw.
Here comes Signor Claudia, led by the provost to prison.
Well, then why dost thou show me thus the world? Bring me to prison, where I am committed.
I do it not from evil disposition, but from Lord Angelo, by special charge.
Thus can the demigod authority make us pay down for his offense. By weight the words of heaven, in which will, it will, and in which not so, yet still 'tis just.
How now, Claudio? Whence comes this restraint?
From too much liberty, my Lucio. Liberty.
What's thy offense, Claudio?
What would you speak of? Would offend again.
What, murder?
No.
Lechery.
Polish so.
Oh wait, you must.
One word, good friend. Lucio, a word with you?
100 if it'll do you any good. Is lechery so looked after?
Thus stands it with me. Punish your contract, I got possession of Juliet the bed.
You know the lady, she's past my
Wait, save that till we do the denunciation left out.
With child, perhaps?
Unhappily, even so, and the new deputy nephew Duke, who, newly in the seat, awaits the meal of the year-old pen, which has, like unscoured armor, hung by the wall so long that 19 zodiacs have gone round, and none of them, good we all need. Surely for a name.
I warrant it is, and my head sends a tickle on my shoulders that a milkmaid, if she be in love, may sigh it off. Send after the Duke and appeal to him.
I have done so, but he's not to be found. I believe you still. Do me this kind service. This day my sister showed the cloister enter, and there was need for application. Acquaint her with the danger of my state. Implore her, in my voice, that she make friends to the strict deputy. Give herself a sage. I am grateful for that. For, ere you, there is a broad and speechless dialogue such as Rebecca.
I'll to her.
I thank you, good friend, Monsieur.
Within 2 hours.
Come, officer. Away!
No, Holy Father, throw away that thought. Believe not that the dribbling dart of love can pierce a complete bosom. Why I desire thee to grant me secret harbor hath a purpose more grave and wrinkled than the aims and ends of burning youth.
May your grace speak of it?
My holy sir, none knows better than you how I have ever loved the life removed, and held an idle Christ to haunt assemblies where youth and cost witless bravery keeps. I have delivered to Lord Angelo, a man of stricture and firm abstinence, my absolute power and place here. Now, pious sir, you will demand me why I do this.
Gladly, my lord.
We have strict statutes and most biting laws, the needful bits and curbs to headstrong weeds, which for this 14 years we have let slip.
Invested in your grace to target this unloose justice, as you please, and it's in you more dreadful would have seemed than in Lord Angelo.
I do fear too dreadful. Sith 'twas my fault to give the people scope, 'twould be my tyranny to strike and gall them for what I bid them do. For we bid this be done when evil deeds have their permissive pass, and not the punishment. Therefore, indeed, my father, I have on Angelo imposed the office. Therefore, I prithee, supply me with the habit, and instruct me how I may formally in person bear like a true friar. More reason for this action, and all more leisure shall I render you. Only this one. Lord Angelo is precise, stands at a guard with envy, scarce confesses that his blood flows or that his appetite is more to bread than stone. Hence shall we see, if power change purpose, what our seamers be.
And have your nuns no farther privileges?
Are these not large enough?
Oh, yes, I speak not as desiring more, but wishing a more strict restraint upon the sisterhood, the votresses of St. Clair.
Oh, peace be in this place.
Who's that with calls?
Get his man's voice into Isabella. Turn you the key and no business of him. You may, I may not. You're yet unsworn. But when you have that, not speak with them. But you better be harness.
Oh!
He calls again. I pray rid him.
Oh, peace and prosperity, who's that which calls?
Hail, virgin! If you be, as your cheek roses proclaim you are no less, can you so stead me as to bring me to the sight of Isabella, a novice of this place, and the fair sister to her unhappy brother Claudio?
Why her unhappy brother?
Oh, the rather for which I must now make you know, I am that Isabella and his sister.
Gentle and fair, your brother kindly greets you. Not to be weary with you, he's in prison.
Well, wait, for what?
For that which, if I myself might be his judge, he should receive his punishment in thanks. If got his friend with child.
Sir, make me not your story.
Do not believe it, Judas, in truth, 'tis thus. Your brother and his lover have embraced. Even so, her plenteous womb expresses his full tilth and husbandry.
Somebody with child by him? My cousin, Juliet.
Is she your cousin?
Adoptedly, as schoolmates change their names to evade no apt affection.
She it is.
So let him marry her.
This is the point. The Duke is very strangely gone from hence, and upon his place, and with full mind of his authority, governs Lord Angelo, a man whose blood is very snow broth, and one who never feels the wanton stings and motions of the sense. He, to give fear to use and liberty, hath picked out an act under whose heavy sense your brother's life falls into forfeit. He rests him on it, and follows close the rigor of the statute to make him an example. All hope is gone, unless you have the grace by your fair prayer to soften Lord Angelo. And that's my fifth of business, which you and your poor brother
Doth he so seek his life?
has censored him already, and as I hear, the provost has warned for his execution.
Say, what abilities in me to do him good?
Say the power you have.
The power I have, I doubt.
Our doubts are traitors. Go to Lord Angelo and let him learn to know that when maidens sue and give like gods, but when they weep and kneel, all their petitions are as freely theirs as they themselves would owe them.
I'll see what I can do.
But speedily,
I will about it straight.
I'll take my leave of you.
Good sir, adieu.
Must not make a scarecrow of the law, setting it up to fear the birds of prey, and let it keep one shape till custom make it their perch, and not their terror.
Aye, but yet let us be keen and rather cut a little, rather than fall and bruise to death. Let but your honor know, whom I believe to be the most straight in virtue, that in the workings of your own affections, whether you had not sometime in your life erred in this point, would you now censure him and pulled the law upon you?
'Tis one thing to be tempted, Aeschylus, another thing to fall. When I that censure him do so offend, let mine own judgment pattern out my death, and nothing come impartial. Sir, he must die.
Be it at your wisdom will.
Where is the provost?
Here, if you'd like, Your Honor.
See that Claudio be executed by 9 tomorrow morning. Bring him his confessor and let him be prepared, for that is the utmost of his pilgrimage.
Heaven forgive him and forgive us all.
How now, sir? What's your name, and what's the matter?
If it pleases your honor, I am the Porter's constable, and my name is Elbow. I do lean upon justice, sir, and do bring here before your good honor 2 notorious benefactors.
Benefactors? Well, what benefactors are they? Are they not malefactors?
If it pleases your honor, I know not well what they are, but precise villains they are, that I am sure of, and void of all proclamation in the world, that good Christians ought to have.
This comes off well.
thou not speak, elbow?
He cannot, sir. He's out at elbow.
What are you, sir?
He, sir, a tapster, sir, Apostle Bob, one who serves a bad woman, whose house, sir, I was, as they say, was plucked down in the suburbs, and now she professes a hot house, which I think is a very ill house too.
And how know you that?
My wife, sir, whom I detest before heaven and your honor.
How? Thy wife?
Aye, sir, for I think heaven is an honest woman.
Dost thou detest her therefore?
I say, sir, I will detest myself also, as well as she, that this hath, if it not be a bawd's house, it is a pity of her life, for it is a naughty house.
And how dost thou know that, constable?
Marry, sir, by my wife, if she had not been a woman carnally given, might have been accused of fornication, adultery, and all uncleanness there.
By the woman's means?
Aye, sir, my mistress overdoes me, but as she spits in his face, so she defies me.
Sir, if it pleases your honor, this is not so.
Prove it before thou varlets, thou honorable man, prove it!
Do you hear how comes places?
Sir, she came in great, with longing and child, saving your honor's reverence for... stewed fruit. We had but two in the house, which at that very time stood in a fruit dish. This being a dish of some 3 pence, your honors have seen such dishes as these before. They are not china dishes, but very good dishes, and I would think that I would have very good dishes.
Go to, no matter for the dish, sir.
No, indeed, sir. Not of a pin, but to the point, as I say, this Mistress Elbow being, as I said, with child and great-bellied and longing, as I said, for fruit. There being only 2 in the house, as I said, Master Frog here having eaten the rest, and, as I said, and, as I say, paying for them most honestly. For as you know, Master Frog, I could not give you 4 pence again.
No, indeed.
Then, if you be remembered, cracking the stones of the foresaid prunes.
Yes, I did, indeed.
Well, very well then.
God, you are a tedious fool. To the purpose, what was done to Elbow's wife that ye have cause to complain of?
Your honor, we can't come to that yet.
No, sir, nor I mean it not.
I beseech you, your honor, look into Master Frog here, a man of 80 pounds a year, whose father died in Hollowmus. Was it not Hollowmus, Master Frog?
Old Helen.
This will last out a night in Russia, when nights are longest there. I'll take my leave and leave you to the hearing of the cause, hoping you'll find good cause to whip them all.
I think no less. Good morrow to your lordship. Now, sir, come on. What was done to Elbow's wife once more?
Once, sir, there was nothing done to her once.
I beseech you, sir, ask him what this man did to my wife.
See to your honor, ask me.
Well, what did this gentleman to her?
The master, your honor, look upon Master Frog. Master Frog, look upon his honor, 'tis for good purpose.
I, sir, very well.
Nay, sir, mark it well.
Well, I do so.
Doth thou see any harm in his face?
Why, no.
I'll be supposed upon a look, his face is the worst thing about him. Good then, if his face is the worst thing about him, how could Master Frog cause the constable's wife any harm? I would know that of your honor.
He's in the right. Constable, what say you to it?
Perhaps I didn't like you. The house is a respected house. This is a respected fellow, and his mistress is a respected woman.
Sir, with all due respect, his wife is a more respected woman than any of us all.
Varlet, thou liest, wicked varlet. The line is yet to come, and she will never be respected with mad woman from Old Shire.
Your honor, with all due respect, suspected with her before he was married to her.
Oh, he's now engaged here. Oh, now deny it. Oh, wicked Hannibal. I was respected with her before I was married to her. If I were ever respected with her or she with me, let your worship think me the poor Duke's officer. Prove thou this wicked Hannibal will have my head. Look naturally on me. What is your name, this wicked kinsman?
Truly, officer, just because he had some offenses in him that thou wouldst discover if thou couldst, let him continue in his courses till thou knowest what they are.
Nay, sir, I thank your worship for it. Thou art to continue, thou varlet, thou art to continue.
Where were you born, friend? Here, in Vienna, sir. And what trade are you of, sir?
A tapster, sir. A poor widow's tapster.
Your mistress's name?
Mistress Overdine.
Had she had any more than one husband?
9, sir. Overdone my last.
9. Master Froth, I will not have you acquainted with the tapsters. They will draw you, Master Froth, and you will hang them. Go to, let me hear no more of it.
I thank your worship. For my own part, I never walk into any room in a tap house, but I am not in.
Master Froth, farewell. Now, come hither to me, Master Tapster. What is your name, Master Tapster?
Pompey.
What else?
Sir.
Troth, and your bum is the greatest thing about you. So that in the beastliest sense you are Pompey the Great.
Oh, I get that was a good one.
You are partly a bawd. Howsoever you color it in being a tapster, do you not? Come, tell me true. It shall be the better for you.
Truly, sir, I am a poor fellow that would live.
But how would you live, Pompey? By being a bawd?
If the law would allow it, sir.
But the law will not allow it, Pompey, nor shall it be allowed in Vienna. Let me advise you, let me not find you here upon any complaint whatsoever, not for dwelling where you do. If I do, Pompey, I shall prove a shrewd Caesar to you and beat you to your tent. In plain dealing, Pompey, I shall have you whipped. So for this time, Pompey, fare you well.
I thank your worship for your good counsel. But I shall do as the fortunate fate better determine. Whip me? No. Let Carmen whip his jade. Can't whip the valiant heart out of his trade.
Come hither to me, Master Elbow. Come hither. Now, Master Constable, how long have you been in this place of constable?
7 years and a half, sir.
I suppose by the readiness in your office you had continued it in some time. You say 7 years together?
And a half, sir.
Alas, it hath been great pains to you. They do you so wrong to put you so often upon it. Master Froth, farewell. What's o'clock, think you?
11 o'clock.
I pray you home to dinner with me.
I humbly thank you.
It grieves me, Cletus of Claudio, but there is no remedy.
Lord Angelo is severe.
And it is but needful. Mercy is not itself that looks oft so. Pardon is the nurse of second woe. But yet, poor Claudio, there is no remedy. Come along.
man condemned desires access to?
Hath he assisted?
I, my good lord, a very virtuous maid, and it would surely assist her, but if not already.
Well, let her be admitted.
Save your honor.
Stay a little while. You're welcome. What's your will?
I am but a woeful suitor to your honor. Please, but your honor, hear me.
Well, what's your suit?
There is a vice that most I do abhor, and most desire should meet the blow of justice, for which I would not plead, but that I must, for which I must not plead, but that I am at war twixt will and will not.
Well, the matter?
I have a brother is condemned to die. I beseech you, let it be his fault and not my brother.
Heaven gives thee moving graces.
Condemn the fault and not the actor of it. Why every fault's condemned ere it be done?
Oh, just but severe law. I had a brother then. Heaven keep your honor.
You did not or so. To him again, kneel down before him, hang upon his gown. You are too cold, I say. To him.
Must he needs die?
Maiden, no remedy.
Yes, I do think that you might pardon him, and neither heaven nor man would breathe the mercy.
I will not do it.
But can you if you would?
He's sentenced. 'Tis too late.
You are too cold.
Too late. We'll believe this. If he had been as you and you as he, you would have slipped like him. But he like you would not have been so stern.
Pray you be gone.
I would to heaven I had your potency and your Isabel. Should it then be thus? No. I would tell what were to be a judge and were a prisoner.
I touch him, there's the pain.
It is the law, not I, condemn your brother. Were he my kinsman, my brother, or my son, it should be thus with him. He must die tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, that's sudden. Spare him, spare him! He's not prepared for death. Good, my lord, bethink you. Who is it that hath died for this offense? There's many have committed it.
The law hath not been dead, though it hath slept. Those many had not dared to do that evil if the first that did the edict infringe had answered for his deed.
Yet show some pity.
I show it most of all when I show justice. Be satisfied. Your brother dies tomorrow. Be content.
Could great men thunder as Jove himself does? Jove would never quiet, for every pelting, petty officer would use his heaven for thunder, nothing but thunder. Merciful heaven, thou rather with thy sharp and sulphurous bolt split the unwedgeable and gnarled oak than the soft myrtle. But man, proud man, dressed in a little brief authority, most ignorant of what is most assured. His glassy essence, like an angry pig who plays such fantastic tricks to the high heavens as to make the angels weep, who with our sleeves would laugh themselves mortal.
Oh, to him, when she's coming, I perceive it.
Great heaven, you and him.
Authority, though it err like the others, hath a sort of medicine in itself that skims the vice all the top. Go to your bosom, knock there, and ask your heart what it doth know that's like my brother's fault. If it confess a natural guiltiness such as is his, let it not sound a thought upon your tongue against my brother's life.
She speaks. And 'tis such sense that my sense breeds with it. Fare you well.
Gentle my lord, turn back.
I will bethink me. Come again tomorrow.
Hark how I'll bribe you, good my lord, turn back.
How? Bribe me.
I, with such gifts from high heaven that shall share with you.
You had barred all else.
Not with fond sickles of the tested gold or stones whose rates are either rich or poor as fancy values them, but with true prayers that shall be
come to me tomorrow.
Go to, 'tis well, away.
Heaven keep your honor safe.
Amen. For I am that way going to temptation, where prayers cross. For me, even from my virtue, what's this? What's this? Is this her fault or mine? The tempter or the tempted? Who sins most? Not she, nor doth she any. Can it be that modesty may more betray our sense than woman's lightness? Having waste ground enough, shall we desire to raise the sanctuary and pitch our evils there? Oh, folly, folly, folly. What dost thou? Or what art thou, Angela? Dost thou desire her foully for those things that make her good? Oh, let her brother live. Thieves for their robbery of authority when judges steal themselves. What? Do I love her? That I desire to hear her speak again and feast upon her eyes. What is I dream on? Oh, cunning enemy that, to catch a saint with saints dost bait thy hook. Most dangerous is that temptation that doth goad us on to sin in loving virtue. Never could the strumpet, with all her double vigor, art, and nature, once stir my temper, but this virtuous maid subdues me quite. Ever till now, when men were fond, I smiled and wondered how.
Grace go with you. Benedicite.
when I would pray and think. I think and pray to several subjects. Heaven hath my empty words, whilst my invention, hearing not my tongue, anchors on Isabel. God in my mouth, as if I did but only chew his name, and in my heart, the strong and swelling evil of my conception. The state whereon I study is, like a good thing being often read, grown sere and tedious. Yea, my gravity, wherein, let no man hear me, I take pride, could I with root change for an idle plume which the air beats for vain. Oh, place of form! How often dost thou with thy case thy habit wrench off, and fools and tie the wiser souls to thy false seeming blood? Thou art blood. Let's write a good angel on the devil's horn. It is not the devil's crest. How now, who's there?
One Isabel, a sister, desires access to you.
Teach the way. Heavens! Why does my blood thus muster my heart, making both it navel for itself and dispossessing all my other parts of necessary fitness? How now, fair maid?
I have come to know your pleasure.
And that you might know, it would much better please me than to demand what is. Your brother cannot live.
Even so, how to keep your honor.
I shall pose you quickly. Which had you rather? That the most just law now took your brother's life, or to redeem him, give up your body to such sweet uncleanness as she that he hath stained?
Sir, believe this. I had rather give my body than my soul.
I talk not of your soul. Our compelled sins stand more for number than for account.
How say you?
Might there not be a charitable sin to save this brother's life?
That I do beg it is less if he sinned, and heaven let me bear it.
Nay, hear me. Your sentence sues not mine, but mark me. To be received plain, I'll speak more gross. Your brother is to die.
So?
And his offense is so, as it appears, accountant to the law upon that pain.
True.
Admit no other way to save his life, as I subscribe not that nor any other, but in the loss of question that you, his sister, having found yourself desire such a person whose credit with the judge or own great place, and that there were no earthly means save him but to either give up the treasures of your body to the supposed, or else to let him suffer. What would you do?
As much for my poor brother as for myself. That is where I am in the terms of death. The impression of keen whips I'd wear as rubies, and strip myself to death as to a bed that longing have been sick for ere I yield my body up to shame.
Then must your brother die?
Better to our brother die at once than by redeeming him a sister should die forever.
Were not you then as cruel as the sentence you have slandered so?
Lawful mercy is nothing kin to foul redemption.
You seemed of late to make the law a tyrant, and rather prove the sliding of your brother a merriment than a vice.
Oh, pardon me, my lord, it all falls out. To have with me would have us not what we need. I do something excuse a thing I hate for his advantage that I do love.
Mean and see, love. I love you.
My brother did love Juliet, and you tell me he shall die for it.
He shall not, Isabel, if you give me love.
I know your virtue hath a license in it, which seems a bit fouler than it is to pluck on others.
Believe me, on mine honor, my words express my purpose.
What a little honor to be but to believe in those pernicious purposes. Save outstretched tongue, I will tell the world aloud what man thou art.
Well, believe me, Isabel! My unsoiled name, the austereness of my life, my vouch against you, and my place in the state will sow your accusation away.
Whom should I complain? Did I tell this? Who would believe me? I'll to my brother. Though he hath fallen by prompter of blood, yet hath he in him 20 minds above himself, that had he 20 heads to tender down on bloody blocks. He'd yield them up before his sister should her body stoop to such abhorrent pollution. Then Isabel lived chaste and brother died. 'Tis more than our brother is our chastity. I'll tell again of Angelo's request, and fit his mind to death for his soul's rest.
So then you hope of pardon from Lord Angelo.
The miserable have no other medicine but opium. I have hope to live, but am prepared to die.
Be absolute for death. Either death or life shall thereby be the sweeter.
What ho, peace here, grace and good company. Who's there? Come in.
It's which deserves a welcome.
Dear sir, ere long I'll visit you again.
Most holy sir, I thank you.
My business is a word or two with Claudio.
And very well. Look, senor, here's your sister.
Provost, a word with you.
As many as you please.
Bring me to hear them speak where I may be. Concealed.
Now, sister, the comfort?
Why, as all comforts are, most good indeed. Lord Angelo, having affairs to heaven, intends you for his swift ambassador. Therefore, your best appointment make with speed. Tomorrow you set on.
Is there no remedy?
Oh, none but such remedy as to save a head to leave a heart of twain.
But is there any?
Yes, you may live. There is a devilish mercy in the judge, if you'll implore it, to free your life, but fetter you to death.
Perpetual durance? Let me know the point.
Darst thou die? The sense of death is most in apprehension as a poor beetle that we tread upon in corporal sufferance finds a pang, as great as when a giant dies.
Think you I can resin confess with flowery tenderness? I must die. I will encounter darkness as a bride. Hug it in mine arms.
There spake my brother. There my father's grief did utter forth a voice. Yes, thou must die. Thou art too noble to preserve a life of base appliances. Oh, does thou night, and I shall do what I am forced to name, or else thou diest tomorrow.
Thou shalt not do it.
A word but my life, I throw it down for your deliverance as frankly as I can.
Say it, Isabel.
Be ready, Claudio, for your death tomorrow.
Yes. Has he affections in him that thus can make him bite the law by the nose when he would force it? Sure it is no sin. Or, of the deadly seven, it is the least.
Which is the least?
Oh, Isabel! Death is a fearful thing!
In shame of life, a hateful!
To die! And go we not know where? To lie in cold obstruction? And to rot!
Oh, alas, alas!
Sweet sister, let me live. What sin you do to save your brother's life? Nature dispenses with the deed so far that it becomes a virtue.
Oh, you! Beast! Oh, faithless coward of dishonest wretch! Wilt thou be made a man out of thy vice? It's not a kind of incest to take life from thine own sister's shame? What should I think? Take my defiance, die, perish.
And hear me, Isabel!
Oh, fie! Fie, fie! Thy sin's not accidental, but a trade. Mercy to thee would prove itself a bond. 'Tis best that thou diest quickly.
No, hear me! Isabel!
Vouchsafe the word, young sister, but one word.
What is your will?
Might you dispense with your leisure? I would by and by have some speech with you. The satisfaction I would require is likewise your own benefit.
I have no superfluous leisure. My stay must be stolen out of other affairs. I will attend you a while.
Son, I have overheard what hath passed between you and your sister. Do not satisfy your resolution with hopes that are found. Tomorrow you must die. Go to your knees and make ready.
Let me ask my sister pardon. I am so much in love with life, I will soon be rid of it.
Hold you there! Farewell! Provost! The assault that Angelo hath made to you, fortune hath conveyed to my understanding. How will you do to content this substitute and save your brothers?
I am now going to resolve him. I had rather my brother die by the law than my daughter should be unlawfully born. Oh, how much is the good Duke deceived in Angelo! If ever he return, and I can speak to him, I will open my lips and beg for discover his government.
A remedy presents itself. I do make myself believe that you may most righteously do a poor wronged lady a merited benefit. Redeem your brother from the angry law. Do no stain to your own gracious person, and much please the absent Duke. Have you not heard speak of Mariana, the sister of Frederick, the great soldier who miscarried at sea?
I have heard the lady of good words with her name.
She should this Angelo have married, was affianced to her oath, and the nuptial appointed. Between which time of the contract and the limit of the solemnity, her brother Frederick was wrapped at sea! Having in that perished vessel the dowry of his sister, there she lost a noble and renowned brother, with him her marriage dowry, with both her combined husband, this well-seeming Angela.
Can this be so? Did Angelo so leave her?
Left her in her tears and dried not one of them with his comfort.
What corruption in this life that will let this man live? How out of this can she avail?
Go you to Angelo, answer his requiring with plausible obedience, agree with his demands to the point. Only refer yourself to this advantage. First, that your stay with him may not be long, that the time may have all shadow and silence in it, and the place answer to convenience. This being granted in course, and now follows all, we shall advise the wronged maid to set up your appointment, go in your place,
And here, by this, is your brother saved, your honor untainted, the poor Mariana advantaged, and the corrupt deputy scaled. What think you of it?
It gives me content already.
I will presently to St. Luke's. There upon the moated range resides this dejected Mariana. At that place call upon me, and dispatch with Angelo that it may be quickly.
I thank you for this comfort. Fare you well, good father.
Come your way, sir, come. Bless you, good Father Friar.
And you, good brother father, what offense hath this man made you, sir?
Marry, sir, he hath bended the law.
Canst thou believe thy living is a life so stinkingly depending? Go mend, go mend.
Indeed, sir, it does stink of some sort, but I would prove that.
Take him to prison, officer. Correction and instruction must both work ere this rude beast will profit.
You must before the deputy, sir. He has given him warning. The deputy cannot abide a whore, master. His neck will come to your waist. Accord, sir.
Oh, my comfort, I cry, Bail! This is a gentleman and a friend of mine.
How now, noble Pompey? What at the wheels of Caesar? Art thou led in triumph? What reply, huh? What sayest thou, Trot? Is the world as it was then? Which is the way? Is it sad and few words, or how? The trick of it.
Still thus, and thus, still worse.
Doth my dear morsel, thy mistress, procure she still, huh?
Troth, sir, she hath eaten up all her beef, and she herself is in the tub.
Quite as good. Art going to prison, Pompey?
Yes, faith, sir.
Quite is not amiss. Farewell, Pompey. Go say I sent thee thither. For debt, Pompey, or how?
For being a bawd, for being the bawd.
Well, then, imprison him. If imprisonment be the due of a bawd, why, 'tis his right. But he is doubtless and of iniquity too, bawd-born. Farewell, good Pompey. Commend me to the prison now, Pompey. You will turn good husband now, Pompey. You will keep the house.
I pray your good worship will be my bail.
No. It is not the wear, Pompey. I will pray, Pompey, to increase your bondage. If you take it not patiently, why your metal is the more. Adieu, trusty Pompey, adieu. Bless you, Friar.
And you!
Come your way, sir, come.
You will not bail me then, sir?
Then Pompey nor now. What is wrong?
Come your way, sir, come.
Go to kennel, Pompey. Go. What news, Friar, of you?
I know not. Can you tell me of any?
Some report he's with the Emperor of Russia. Others some he is in Rome, but where is he, think you?
I know not where, but wheresoever I wish you well.
It was a mad, fantastical trick of him to steal from the state and usurp the beggary he was never born to. Lord Angelo dukes it well in his absence. He puts transgression to it.
He does well in it.
They say this Angelo was not made by man and woman in his downright way of creation. Is it true, think you?
How should he be made then?
Some report a sea maid spawned him. Others report he was begot between two stockfishes. But it is certain that when he makes water, his urine is congealed ice. This I know to be true.
You are pleasant, sir, and speak apace.
Why, what a ruthless thing it is in him for the rebellion of a codpiece to take away the life of a man. Would the Duke in his absence have done this? He had some feeling of the sport. He knew the serpent.
I never heard the absent Duke much detected for women. He was not inclined that way.
Oh, sir, you are deceived. Sir, I was an shy fellow was the Duke, and I believe I know the cause of his crime.
What, I prithee, might be the cause?
No, pardon, 'tis a secret must be locked between the tooth and the lip. But this I can let you understand. The greater file of the subject held the Duke to be wise.
Wise? Why, no question what he was.
A very superficial, ignorant, unweighing fellow.
Either this is envy in you, folly, or mistaking.
Sir, I know him and I love him.
Love taunts with better knowledge, and knowledge with dearer love.
I know what I know.
I can hardly believe that, since you know not what you speak. But if ever the Duke return, as our prayers are he may, let me desire you to make your answer before him. I pray you your name.
Sir, my name is Lucio, well known to the Duke.
He shall know you better, sir, if I may live to report you.
I fear you not.
Oh, you hope the Duke will return no more, or you imagine me too unhurtful and honest?
Go, away with her to prison.
Good my lord, be good to me. Your honor is accounted a merciful man. Good my lord.
A bond of 11 years continuance. May it please your honor.
My lord, this is one Lucio's information against me. Mistress Kingdom was with child by him in the Duke's time. He promised her marriage. The child is 1 year and a quarter old, come Philip and Jacob. I have kept it myself, and see how he goes about to abuse me.
That fellow is a fellow of much license. Let him be called before us. Away with her to prison. Go to, and no more words.
Craft against vice I must apply. With Angelo tonight shall lie his old beloved but despised. So disguised shall, by the disguised, pay with falsehood false exacting, and a fallen